is an immature podcast meant for mature audiences. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome to Drinks and Dice, what D&D actually stands for according to Meh.
Shit, yeah.
Shit, yeah. I was so excited whenever Kailyn actually came up with that. I was like, oh my God, wow. It just gets me like all happy and warm inside. So today, as per the usual, we have nothing that's usual, which starts with the fact that I am not your empress for this fine adventure. No, instead.
The Empress is gone!
Oh no, the Empress is becoming one of the commoners. So instead, we have our fantastic guest D&D DM, Corey Patterson. Everybody say hi, Corey.
Hi, Corey.
Did that make you feel as weird as it made me feel?
Not weird at all. Actually, I really enjoyed it. Thanks, guys.
Husband Corey.
Yeah, you got me all goosebumps. I'm so excited to be here, guys. Yeah, so I am Missy's husband.
Woo! The real
Yeah, so me and TJ have an issue with each other, but we'll get to that later. So that being said, I will be running today's one shot. Be prepared for very bloody, gory fighting. You guys will not be talking your way out of any of this. There will be consequences. There will be consequences. This I promise.
I've been taking notes on how you can get them to not talk their way out of combat.
Yeah, no, you will see. You will see. Okay, so we got Stephie Patterson.
Hi. AKA Miss V.
AKA Miss V. Brandy Bostian.
Your empress that's not an empress anymore.
She has fallen.
We got Kailyn, and then we got Jake.
Jake Salisbury, yes. Hello.
Scaresbury.
Scaresbury.
They would tell you their character names, but they're not sure what they are yet because they haven't received them.
It's a mystery.
So now that brings us to the starting of the one shot. So you guys start by waking up and you guys hear loud noises, crowd everywhere, booming, crazy, yelling, screaming. But when you guys open your eyes, it's pitch black and you guys feel your hands bound, your legs tied. You guys are wearing blindfolds and not in a hot way.
Not in a hot way.
You guys are hot, it's sweaty, you're hungry, you have no clue where you're at, what the hell is going on. And then you guys hear a guard come by and he goes, "You guys have entered the fighting pits. And one of you, I will take your blindfold off, you will choose your weapon and get ready for combat."
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Wow.
Please roll your dice to see what number you get. Please, everybody roll a D6 and tell me your numbers.
D6, okay.
6.
What is that shaped like?
That's the cube.
Thank you.
It's just like a regular.
I got a 3.
I got a 4.
I got a 6.
I got a 4.
Okay, so we'll start with Stephie. In front of you, he takes your blindfold off. In front of you, you see a long sword and a shield, a long bow and a short bow, a quarterstaff, and a great axe, and a two-handed maul. Pick your weapon.
Two-handed maul.
What's a maul?
It is a big hammer.
It's a place
It's a
you
place
go
where
and you
old
like
people go
walk.
walking.
Yeah, you go walk around, you like shop and stuff. I think
It's
that's
a
what it
big
is.
one.
It's a really big mall. Lots of walking.
Steffi, who are you?
Stephie, go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Fred. I'm a barbarian, level 3.
Fancy.
Goliath.
Well, big Fred.
And a
Big
soldier, apparently.
Not anymore. You're a slave now. Sorry for your loss.
All right, Fred, sit over on the bench and be quiet.
Can we call her Big
Don't
Fred?
tell me what to do.
Watch your tongue, slave.
Wow.
I ain't nobody's slave.
We'll see about that.
I love Big Fred.
Fred's sassy.
All right,
Big
who had the
Fred.
next highest
Fred.
roll?
Those two tied for 4.
Should we roll again?
Reroll, please.
Well, this time I got a 3. What about you?
I got a 5.
5.
You're next.
Jake, you now see a long sword and a shield, a long bow and a short bow, and a quarterstaff. Please pick your weapon.
I'll take the sword.
Jake, please tell everybody who you are.
My name is Maximus.
I never thought I'd hear you say that.
I've never said that before. Not even once.
You guys should see his face right now. He's super excited.
This is amazing. I am a humanoid person.
You are a human fighter.
Yeah, I am.
Maximus.
Yeah, I am.
She's a fighter.
Okay.
Like Karate Kid.
Yeah.
All right, so Kailyn, you see a long bow and a short bow or a quarterstaff.
I'm gonna take the quarterstaff. Wow, I can't wait. My name is Sanji Beastmaster.
Nope.
Ooh, oh. That says player name.
I know that's the player name. Sorry, excuse that. You are actually,
character
I
name.
believe
all
you
the way to
are.
Got it. It was covered by the mic. It
Yep.
says Meridius.
You are Meridius.
I was like, that's really different from Fred.
Nope.
Anyway, I am an Arakakra.
Stop. You've robbed me.
Sorry, don't know what to tell you.
She's a birdman.
And I'm a level 3 monk and a soldier.
Oh.
If you guys so far haven't noticed, everybody's alignment is chaotic neutral. Use that to your advantage. And by no means, just so you guys know, are you on the same team unless you want to be.
Yes, I have a naked fist again.
And Brandy, our last character, goes to you.
I am Decimus.
Ah!
Oh.
I am an elf ranger. I'm a criminal. Suck it, noobs.
Whoa,
Suck
she
it,
got the
noobs.
perfect one.
Noob.
Yes.
What was your name again?
Decimus.
Decimus. She's
Yeah.
Meridius
Decimate all of us.
and Fred. Amazing.
Big Fred.
So, if you guys get certain quips of these names or things throughout this campaign or throughout this one shot, I will give you inspiration and other little surprises.
Okay. So, wait, do I also have my blindfold off?
Everybody's blindfolds off at this point. You're all sitting there.
And are we unbound now?
Nope, you are still bound.
We just got to verbally choose
You
our...
got to verbally choose
Got
your
it.
weapons.
Okay.
So at this point, the guard tells you, if you guys haven't realized, you're prisoners in a coliseum. You guys will be fighting for your freedom. You all can win. Only one of you has to win, or nobody has to win.
It's like Hunger Games up in
I
here.
was going to say.
So, can I hear if the event that's happening, because it sounds like there's already an event kind of in full swing. Can I kind of hear if it sounds like there's a lot of death involved right now?
I was getting there, yeah.
Okay.
So as the guard says that, he says, you guys can fight. You guys have to win to fight for your freedom. All of a sudden, you guys hear people, you guys hear blood-curdling screams. You hear the crowd just going crazy. And then after a while, you hear the lion roar. And you guys hear all sorts of weird stuff going on. And then all of a sudden, you hear dead silence for like a good 30 seconds. And then you hear them say, thumbs up. And then you hear the crowd cheer. And then silence. And then the guard goes, guess what? Your turn.
So we don't know what it takes to win other than there's a lion involved.
You are fighting to survive. That's all you know.
But we don't have to fight each other if we don't want to. But
Do
we
whatever
can.
you want to do. You fight to survive.
Okay.
You guys, this is crazy.
But here's my number.
That's a great, I love that song. Are we allowed to wear our headphones during this?
We're all going out together, I presume.
You're all going out together.
I'm serious. I need them for
Well,
my sensory
I know we all
issues.
just met, but it sounds like there's a lot of shit going on out there. We might need some help. What do you say we try this together, Fred?
You
We'll
want to
see.
explain to me why Fred was targeted here?
Well, I was just looking at him. I can't move
Guys,
around very much.
Listen, nobody knows why we're here. And I think that if we all just decide that, maybe we just all do our own thing, we're going to be okay. We could just hang out. Why don't we just chill?
Who
You
brought
know?
this guy to
I
the
was going to
party?
say, he's already too demure.
what do you
Maybe
mean
it's the
this
three
guy?
of us versus him.
I don't
My
know.
name is Maximus, and I'm very intimidating.
Clearly.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
do you have any skills, Maximus?
Yeah, I'm fucking jacked, and I'm great with a long sword. And I also think that I have another type of sword, but I can't see it past my huge long sword that I'm really great at swinging at people and cutting off their stupid little heads. So
So compensating. Got it. Okay.
I need to call it
This guy's a
that.
little spicy.
I've got a pretty severe naked fist and some flurry of bows.
Jesus
Nope,
Christ.
a flurry of blows.
Can't read. Noted.
I never said I was literate.
That's
It's
okay,
also
guys.
pretty dark in here, to be honest.
This is a
Hard to read my
spicy
character sheet.
podcast, that is. All right, so as you guys are sitting there talking amongst yourselves, the guards are kind of cracking up at you guys, thinking these people just have no clue what's about to happen. They come over, they uncut your guys' binds, and they look at you dead in the face and say, "Don't get any smart ideas. We will kill you all on the spot."
Ow.
So I take my maul and swing at him.
Oh,
The moment you take your maul and go to swing, you get surrounded by 15 guards and say, if you even move 1 more inch, we will cut you down where you stand.
You should stop.
I'm gonna thump you with my staff.
Shut up.
Fine. I'll be smart today. In a few minutes, I'm not sure.
I want to see
might win.
while Fred's doing this. I want to see kind of what the guards have as weapons and kind of how skilled they look with them. Can I roll an insight on that?
You sure can.
20, dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Mhm.
Okay, so from what you notice, these guards, every single guard you see, you notice is what you would know as royalty guard. They are the most highly trained guards that you have ever seen. They hold the most expensive looking sharp weapons you've ever seen. And most of them that you've noticed have seen combat and they're not afraid. They look at all of you like you guys are just the biggest pieces of dirt in the world.
Fun. I don't really like those guys. Gentlemen, ladies, whoever else is here. Look, this guy, Fred.
I'm a lady.
Fred over here has had a rough day, as have we all. And I think we all just need to take a second, well within your rights.
Did you just misgender Fred?
Just so everybody knows, Fred can be a male or a female, whatever he
Fred
or she chooses to be.
Fred is literally a woman.
I am looking at the guards and I'm like, you said I can't shoot you. Is he on the table? Can I shoot? What the hell was your name again?
Maximus. My name is, I'm huge and I'm intimidating.
You guys
That
are more
means
than
you're
welcome to kill
bigger
each other, but I would
target.
highly doubt against it because you're going to need all the help you can get for what's about to come.
I don't know how much help
we
we're
have
gonna
to
get
work
from this guy.
together. Yeah, you know what? Maybe you won't get any.
Quiet, peasants.
Don't tell me to be quiet.
This is a little offensive.
Yeah.
The guard grabs Fred and with surprisingly strength shoves Fred up against the wall, holding his arm against his throat and says, shut your mouth.
I tried. It's really, up to you now.
Fred, are you okay?
Do you need to like
Oh,
tap or give a safe word?
You're making Fred mad.
Fred's eyes just twitch.
Ooh, mm-mm.
Is that a wink? I think he's winking.
You
Shane?
guys see what looks like the head guard walk down the stairs and go, all right, ladies and gentlemen, knock it off.
That's so much better than peasants.
Yeah, honestly, I really felt respected.
Let's show some respect to our potential champions.
Respect. We just got imprisoned.
I don't know. I feel pretty respected.
I did feel more respected when he said ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, it's so much better than peasants.
So let me explain to you what's about to happen. You guys are going to get your weapons. You guys will walk out into said arena. You guys will stare at the king. You will bow to the king.
We'll see about that.
And when you bow to said king, you will have opponents in front of you. You guys can make them each other. I would highly suggest you work together. If you guys survive the first combat, then you will go on to future combats. You guys make the crowd love you. You will get awesome stuff that will help you potentially survive.
Oh,
you guys
now you got my attention.
If you guys survive to the end, you guys will be set free. You can go home and you will have a pocket full of money.
Wow. Only one pocket?
How big is my pocket?
Yeah.
By pocket, I mean I will load up multiple donkeys with gold.
That's a big pocket.
Very big pocket.
Where are you going to put the gold?
Do we also get to keep the donkeys?
Donkeys are sacred to me. You will not be able to keep the
To you
donkeys.
specifically?
I'm just
To me.
Okay,
Those poor
sorry.
donkeys.
You can keep the donkeys. That's fine.
They are my donkeys.
Sorry, oh my God, I'm so sorry.
That being said, each of you please step up and grab your weapons.
All right, Fred's going to step up and grab her weapon. Her big, fat maul.
Oh, Big Fred.
Decimus is gonna sling the longbow on one side, the short bow on the other side, stick the quiver filled with arrows on the back, just kind of stretch. You should probably limber up, guys. I'm not gonna judge you if you need to do some stretches. Some of you guys look a little
All right.
worse for wear, but get it.
As you guys get kind of forcibly pushed towards, or I should say herded towards the gate,
Hey, excuse me, I'm a gentleman.
the gate opens. And as you guys slowly start to walk out of the gate, you guys realize you are in a massive arena. There is just like a whole circular crowd of people around you. Probably over 100,000 people watching this. They're all screaming and yelling. And then you guys see a small booth on the other side. You could tell, which looks like a very high-ranking official of some sort, like the king maybe, just somebody like his guards. And then throughout this whole area, you guys see two big giant pits with spikes at the bottom. They're probably 10 feet deep.
Oh my.
Decimus is going to wave at the crowd and be like, yes, I am Decimus the Decimator. Yes.
Maximus
Cheer for your champion.
is gonna cut right in front of what's your name?
Decimus the
Just said it 3
Decimator.
times.
In front of Decibel and go, hi, hey you guys.
As you guys are attempting to get the
Follow
crowd's
me.
attention, they can't hear you because they are just
I'm just doing
hooting,
big motions,
hollering.
and I immediately stick my foot out as Maximus tries to like step in front, and I kind of like shove to try to knock him over and just wave as though like he made the blunder on himself.
So as you guys make your way out into the middle of the arena, you walk up about halfway to the distance between you and the king. What would you guys like to do?
I'm gonna do a very big sweeping bow, like so much bigger than what Maximus ever could. Just so like,
Maximus is just gonna
grandiose.
curtsy like really demurely.
Yeah.
Fred doesn't bow to anyone. So.
Ooh, yikes.
Yes, queen.
I'm gonna twirl my quarterstaff around like a baton and then do a little curtsy.
And the king stands up and goes, ha, seems like we got a lively bunch of champions here.
Yes, queen.
I am your king. You don't need to know my name right now. We'll get to that later.
Wait, he's the king, shouldn't I
We're
know
gonna get
this?
to.
Everybody else knows his name. You guys do
We
not need
don't,
to
so
know.
this is foreign territory.
You guys have no clue who he is.
Wow.
Cool.
All right, king, whatever your name is. Good.
Does
to
he
see you.
look like totally loaded and rich and hot?
No. So the king actually,
Just
so
asking for a
surprisingly
friend.
enough, he's wearing armor. He's got armor
Wow.
on, and he's got a giant sword. He's got like a shield sitting down on his giant chair, and he's just like, you guys don't need to know who I am. I just like to watch this combat. Fight, impress me. You guys will be riddled with gold, riches, and anything your heart's desire.
Riddled is a
Anything?
word. Yeah. Decimus is gonna like kind of show his neck a bit, like show like all of the fine lines, like ready, and just kind of like flex.
What's
Just do
wrong
a
with
lot
your
of
neck?
Are all the fighters ready?
strong.
Ready.
Ready.
Ready. Let's go.
Yes.
Oh gosh, I'm gonna throw you in the bucket of spikes.
So as you guys are
Try.
all sitting there and you guys are like talking amongst yourselves, you guys are kind of getting limbered up. All of a sudden you hear the crowd go completely silent. You hear gates come open on each side of you. And all of a sudden you see goblins just start flooding in from both sides.
Cute.
You guys are surrounded. You have 10 goblins on each side of you. They're probably easily about 100 feet away on your left and right sides. You guys are standing in the middle of this pit.
Well, I'm gonna start swinging.
Just as the air.
All of a sudden, we all look and you see Fred just swinging at nothing, and everybody's just laughing. So
I walk and stand right behind Fred.
the goblins just look over at the king, and they just stare at him. And all of a sudden, you guys see the king put his hands up in the air, and then he sits there and he goes, "All right, if everybody is ready, begin.
I didn't quite say I was ready, but I guess
Everybody?
we're gonna go.
Roll initiative."
Oh
Oh, girl.
All right, guys. So I, as your awesome DM, have created a new initiative program for this whole combat situation.
Fun.
Okay.
So how this goes is if you guys can, any one of you, as long as you guys are all working together, if any one of you roll higher than any of the goblins, you guys all get to go first. Then all the goblins get to go first.
Love it.
no. Okay.
Okay?
So, but we have to be working together for that to happen.
Yes. If you guys can choose right now, if you're not working together, then your initiative rolls will be separate.
When you say working together, does that mean are we actively attacking each other if we're not working together, or like can we not be actively attacking each other and also not be like on friendly terms?
You guys,
You mean be
as
neutral?
long as you guys, right now, as long as you guys decide not to like kill each other in this instance, then you're working together. But that doesn't mean it doesn't have to change later.
Okay, cool.
So
I don't
are
feel
you
like
guys all
murdering you at the
working
moment. I'm a
together?
little distracted.
Maximus whips out his super long sword.
Still
Compensating
Very,
lunch.
very pointy and very sharp.
not a good trait.
And kind of points it at everybody individually. And
Don't
is like,
insult me.
okay, so listen, we can either kill each other or we can kill the goblins. What
Fine.
say you?
Well, I'll defeat the little guys first, I guess.
Yeah, Fred, I like you. I like you. What do you two say?
I'm certainly in for working together as long as you
Well,
stop.
that's not what I said, but
Just get the sword out of my face, and yeah, we'll kill the goblins. Okay.
ugh,
Okay,
it sounds wonderful.
Do anything annoying though, and I'm against you.
hit me with your guys' rolls.
I got an 18.
Hit me with
Thank
your
God, 'cause
best
I got an 8.
roll. I got a 9.
I got an 8.
Well, good thing your guys' ex-empress for now.
Yes, Brandy.
Rolled high enough because the goblins got a 17.
No consequences.
So, mind you, guys, I want you guys to realize you have 10 goblins to your left. Mind you, guys are like in the center of this arena. So you guys have 10 goblins to the left. You've got on the other side of this giant 10-foot pit with spikes. And you guys have another 10 to your right on the other side of this other 10-foot giant pit with spikes.
So we have, on either side of us, we have the pit with spikes.
Correct.
And then on the other side of the pit with spikes are the
Correct.
goblins. Do they have any ranged weaponry or is it all melee?
Can they
roll?
Can you get
insight.
around?
Yes, you can. So think of the spikes as a 2 square wide, and then this arena's like a 50 square wide thing. Yeah. Okay.
So is it insight or perception?
You could do perception since they're
21.
kind of.
Decimus is boss, you guys.
Yeah, seriously, high roller over here.
Poor Decimus because I just rolled an at 20.
Well, are they hiding the weapon?
You can see that all the ones in front on both sides have scrimtars.
Crap.
What's this? A what?
It's a sword.
Wait, is it a
A scimitar.
Got
Depends
it.
on how you
It's like
pronounce
a sword.
Got it.
It's a sword.
Like a yeah.
Got it.
You can't
Okay.
see anything else.
So do we get to go
You guys
first then?
all get to attack at the same time.
Wow.
Okay. So
Can I jump the pit?
Oh my god.
If you roll me a,
I fell into the pit.
what's your athletics?
You fell into the pit. Yeah.
+6.
If you roll me
wow,
a
nice.
16, I'll allow you to jump the pit with a free attack.
Nice.
If you fail,
Do it.
depending on how bad you fail, you fall in the pit and you die.
You just have to get a 10 or higher. Did you?
12.
Did you add your 6?
+6.
So 18. Girl, modifier.
Ah!
Add your modifier.
I was working on it.
So, Fred, tell me how you jump the pit.
Well, I'm just going to do a big, massive leap over the pit and smack my maul down on one of the goblins' head.
Please tell me you do like a beautiful war cry.
Roll attack.
12 plus, what am I plussing?
Plus the hit. You're plus the hit.
6. So 18 again.
Okay, that's a hit. Roll your damage.
Okay, got 3 and 4.
So 7 plus 4.
So 11.
Tell me how you destroy this one goblin.
I just smashed his skull into it, hits his feet.
Wow.
So as Fred jumps this pit, he lifts his hammer up over his head and he comes down with such mighty force that goblin just becomes no more. He's just nothing.
Dust.
Like this little skinny piece of paper
In
now.
response to this, the rest of the goblins start screaming in fear and they scatter.
Yes! That's right! Who's next?
One of you three, just tell me what you're doing. You guys can all do it at the
love
same
that.
time. You can take your turn.
I would love to fly up in the air and use my
Oh, yeah, she's an aircraft.
Speaking of this, just so you know, you can fly in the air.
Uh-huh.
You cannot fly out of their arena.
That's fair. I would just
flies
like to
away.
be I would like to be above them.
Okay.
Fly away.
So I would like to use my talons to come up above them and slash them in the face.
Ooh, I like it. Okay, roll me your attack.
I got a 6.
6 plus your...
That's with it. Yep.
So, as the beautiful bird flies up in the air and the king is like, oh my God, this is the best thing I've ever seen. The bird comes down and horribly just kind of like lands next to a goblin. And he's just kind of staring at her like, what up?
Hi, sir. My goal here was to slash you with my nails, but it appears they're quite dull today. Do I hit him at all? Probably not, right?
No.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, great. You're one of them now.
I'm going to mark one of the creatures with Hunter's Mark,
Oh, okay, girl.
which means that I get to know whether the creature has any immunities, resistances, or vulnerabilities. And if the creature has any, I know what they are. So does the goblin, any of the goblins that I'm targeting a goblin, I'm assuming they're probably all the same. Do they have any immunities, resistances, or vulnerabilities?
So they have none of the above. Other than the one vulnerability I would say that a goblin has is, excuse the language, but goblins are little bitches.
Okay.
They are scared of actually
Little
about
bitch.
everything. So pretty much anything loud, noise, and taunting, they're probably going to run in fear.
Okay. So before I'm gonna knock an arrow in my longbow as I've marked that one, and as I go to shoot, I'm gonna yell, "Don't worry, they're all little bitches." And then I'm going to shoot. That was a nat one.
So as you hear, don't worry, they're all little bitches. I believe is Decimus?
Decimus. Yes.
Decimus, you see Decimus pulling out an arrow. Decimus loads up the bow. She releases, and then all of a sudden she realizes that she actually didn't grab an arrow.
TJ.
And I'm just damn it, Maximus, you were in my viewpoint. He ruins everything.
Well, I'm sorry. I'll just get out of your way.
Yeah, do that.
I think Maximus is going to jump over the other pit.
Okay, Maximus, please give me a roll.
Because isn't there another 10 goblins on the other side?
Yes, there is.
Wait, did they scatter too or no?
No.
Oh,
They
okay.
weren't scared yet because the big brute did not jump and smash one of their friends down to nothing.
And so as I do that, I'm going to just let's see, what am I going to do?
If you make it over the pit, you'll get a free attack.
Do it.
And then what am I'm using?
Athletics.
Athletics. That's a dirty 20.
Maximus. As you hear the crowd, Maximus, Maximus,
Oh my.
Maximus.
Just what he
sake.
needs.
Maximus, you see him flying through the air and he jumps over the pit.
And then on my way down, I have the sword above my head. And I just go, yes! And then I literally just chop a goblin straight in half.
Now, Maximus, one thing we got to realize is you did have a shield. Is the shield on your back or is it still on your hand?
It's on my back.
It's
yeah.
on your back. Okay.
I didn't get the shield.
So in that case, you're using a two-handed sword at this point. So please roll since it's a free attack, please roll your 1d10 because you're using two hands for damage.
Unbefreaking-believable.
This guy.
I rolled a 0.
So that would be a 10. Plus your modifier, whatever your plus is.
13.
13. How would you like to massively murder this goblin?
Cleaved right in half.
He didn't.
So it was a
roll
free.
for.
He did a free attack, just like technically you did.
Yeah, but I still had to roll.
I had you roll because you were going to hit multiple because you have a massive hammer.
Oh. So did she
Oh,
hit
I only
the
hit one though.
I'm getting there.
Oh, sorry. That's not fair. Learning the things.
Anyway, I just cleaved that one right down the middle.
Okay, so if I know you guys aren't used to these mechanics, so sorry about that. But if you want to read cleave, you can understand that you actually also get to hit multiple.
Okay, I cleaved 3 right in a row.
Right at their knees. Leave
No,
their
like-
knees.
like-
So using cleave allows you to hit one more creature adjacent.
Okay, then I cut it maybe at a nice saucy angle.
Saucy.
So I cut
Like Fruit
one's head
Ninja.
off, and then I cut the other one off right in the middle.
Okay, so as he comes
Yeah,
down,
just like Fruit Ninja.
so as he
I
comes
do a
down,
beautiful
his sword
Fruit
comes
Ninja
across one
slash.
goblin's neck and goes right down another goblin's belly, and all the goblins are staring, and all of a sudden it's just like you see in an anime. Their,
Yes, that's
their
exactly
heads and
what I was
bodies
picturing.
slowly just kind of slide off, and then all the goblins look up and they get ready to run.
And then I
Now-
go, bye. Do they run now?
And as
Bye.
and the king stands up and he's clapping, the crowd's cheering, they're like Maximus, and everybody's
Yes, thank
freaking
you.
out. And everybody's just going crazy. And then all of a sudden, the king kind of looks over and he realizes that when Fred jumped the gap and he slammed down into a goblin, he didn't realize that 5 bones came out of the goblin and stabbed other goblins when he landed
Is that an option?
because they were just backing up. And then he realized there was a bunch of more goblins dead over there.
Wow.
So then all of a sudden the crowd realizes it and he's like, oh my gosh, guys, look at Fred. Then all of a sudden you hear Fred.
Great job, Fred.
Fred. I don't need y'all's cheers.
Okay.
So at this point,
Supporting
we have
women.
7 goblins down now on the left, and we have 2 goblins down on the right.
You're welcome.
And now it's their turn, right?
And it is now the goblin's turn.
Oh, God.
Oh my God, Glenn.
Well, they're
So-
feared, so they don't get a turn.
So if they're afraid, do they have disadvantage on attack roll? Wait, no, what is it?
So they will have disadvantage on their rolls is how I'm going to run this.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I know the first goblin don't hit. That's near Fred. The second goblin rolls a 19. What's your AC? First one was a 20, so you got lucky.
14.
14. Okay. Second goblin is going to somehow muster up enough courage to run at you and swing using his sword, and he's going to hit you for 2 damage.
How about not?
Fred, no.
All right.
And then one more goblin is going to come at you or attempt to, and he was just too shaken in fear to do anything.
Because they're all little bitches.
Little
Because they're all little
Yeah,
bitches. Now the other side.
bitches.
Yeah, see, I said that. Yeah. I had keen observation skills. It's really what I'm
Decimus,
giving here.
what is your
Better than
AC?
your archery.
So 3 goblins look at you and they're like, in goblin language, they're like, this little bitch. I'll show him how to use a bow.
Wait, do I know Goblin? I know 3 languages.
She said, do I know Goblin?
I know at least I know
She's
common
like, yeah,
plus 2
right, they're gonna
languages.
Call me a little bitch.
Do I know Goblin?
You do not know Goblin. Nobody knows Goblin.
Damn it.
You know Swedish. You think you can use that here? Maybe that's what.
I just eyeball the Goblin. I'm like, I know you're talking shit.
All 3 goblins total hit you for 7.
That's nothing.
You tell him, girl.
Yes.
I thought you were a man.
See, it feels good to just embrace it, doesn't it?
And the rest of the goblins all are too scared by Maximus to even think about attacking.
Well, you know what?
I'm just so intimidating.
I'm just approachable. I'm that kind of beauty that's approachable.
So
Will you shut up and kill
enter
at least one
phase
goblin?
2.
yes.
You guys go ahead. You guys can attack together. You guys can wait for each other to attack. However you want to do it. You can combo your attacks.
So how many goblins are currently left?
So we have 2 left by Fred, and there's still 7 left by Maximus.
Well, clearly Fred's got this under control. So I'm going to do my short bow because my long bow seemed to have been a little defective last time. And I'm gonna aim for one of the goblins right near Maximus. Like just real close, so that way, like whenever Maximus looks and sees like the arrows there, I'm gonna really try to just showcase that. There we go. Okay, 27 to hit,
Yep.
and I got a 5+4 9 damage, and they get Vex, which means
Well, I can tell you right now, you don't need to worry about Vex. So how do you kill that goblin?
when I shoot it through its stupid face, it's one that's looking directly at Maximus, and when I shoot it, it goes right through the goblin's eye that was looking so terrifyingly at Maximus, and it just kind of stutters still, and I just yell, "Suck on that, bitches! That one was mine. I got it."
That was really intimidating.
Yes, thank you.
And as you say that, you hear like the couple thousand people that are behind you directly. They're all like, Decimus, Decimus.
Yes, Decibel.
Fuck off.
And then
I
as
swing my hips.
and then as
a
you,
man, I'm just like,
as they
yes.
like see Maximus like saying something, the crowd just like uproars. They're like, Maximus!
Yes, thank you.
Do you guys see this shit?
While after the goblin has been shot in the eye socket directly, I'm going to take my quarterstaff and try to bonk a couple on the head.
Bonk.
You know. Great. 16.
That is a hit.
Great. How many are around me? And how many can I hit?
Well, technically you haven't. Well, actually you did. You flew up and landed back down. So you can hit one unless you use your flurry of blows. That'll allow you to hit more.
No, I think I'm going to hit one real good. Can I pick him up and hit him like a baseball?
So let me explain this to you guys real quick. The more flavor you give, the more chances of your dungeon master here giving you more flavor.
So that sounds very flavorful. Almost as flavorful as shooting one through the eyeball so it winks at my enemy.
Like flavor in a good way or like flavor in a bad way?
I think flavor in a way you should probably just go for it.
Great. So I'm going to pick him up, throw him in the air, and whack him like a baseball.
So as our amazing bird picks up this little 3-foot goblin and whacks him like a baseball, he goes flying into the pit, lands in the spikes, and blood just goes splattering everywhere.
Yes.
And you hear the crowd go absolutely nuts because the more blood and gore they see, the more they're happy. Now they're screaming, Meridius! Meridius!
Take that.
Yes, Merida.
Meridius, have my babies! Meridius!
Wow. God, they love you.
Well, what can I say? I'm a good baseball player.
Strike.
So that is another goblin down.
Or whatever.
So I need to find a way to like get blood all over me. How do
I can help with that, buddy.
bathe in blood?
Maximus turns to what's your name? Merida? To Merida
Meridius.
And says, do you think you could help me out? I would just really love to give them like a great show.
Sure. What do you need, guy?
Pick me up.
With
your feet.
With my talons?
Yeah, and fly.
They're not very sharp today.
That's okay. I don't need them to be sharp.
Great. All right. So I'll pick you up. Then what are you going to do?
And then drop me in the goblins.
Just right on top
Right in the
of them?
middle, right on top.
All right.
I have this big sword.
Okay.
So-
well, I guess
Very
I'm just
sharp.
gonna look
I
at
just, you know, I
Fred
thought
and
it
be
would
like,
kinda
If you're gonna
fun.
We
do
don't
that,
have
I need
stoop
you to
that
make
level
me a
of
strength
stupidity,
check.
Fred.
Well, the good news is that I don't have one because I'm not very strong. So I got an 11. Oh. Yeah, no, I got an 11.
I'll say you can lift him 10 feet off the ground.
Great.
That's
I can lift you
perfect.
10 feet off the ground. Will that cut it?
That cuts it like that. It's perfect. Yeah. I couldn't even put it into words over it.
Great. Okay, so I lift you up 10 feet in the air. Then what do you do?
Basically, you just fly me like a few feet over above like that main group of goblins that's still on the side that
The
I'm
6
on.
of them?
Yeah, the 6 or 7 of them, however.
Six.
There are
Yep.
6.
There are
like,
six
Because I
left,
just
correct.
killed one.
Yes, exactly, on
Right.
the spikes, yeah.
Thank you.
So then I'm like, hey, everybody, hey, watch this. And then you let go of me. And
Great.
then I fall like right into the middle and I just want to like slash all over as I'm falling.
Why don't you go ahead and give me a attack roll.
Just take out as many as I can. I
I'm
do
gonna
have a,
look
don't
over at
forget I
Fred
have
and be
a
like,
huge
how
sword,
much
so.
damage do
Oh.
you think he takes from that?
Oh, got it, 16.
You rolled a 16?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you fall, tell me how you hit said goblin.
I do like this really graceful like flip. And as I do my flip, it's very like anime style, you know?
Okay. Mhm.
Like there's like glittering lights. And somehow now there's like some like fog and mist.
What?
Yeah. But then there's not anymore after
Listen,
a
you only
second.
rolled a 16.
And then yeah,
What do
I
you think
land
this is?
I land on my foot and then I just go and I just chop I don't chop it while I'm in the air. I just fall and then stop and then chop him in half right next to me.
Done.
There you
Hit.
go.
All right. Why don't you roll your damage?
That seemed a little excessive.
I know.
Actually,
Thank
hold on.
you.
Wait. Excuse me. Roll performance.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'd be happy to do that. 19.
Damn it.
So, as he does everything that he mentioned, you see the king stand up and is just amazed, just starstruck, wowed, thinks that Maximus is just everything.
Thank you.
I'm the one who lifted him up.
Thank you. And thank you so much, Merida. Thank you.
Maximus, roll your damage now.
Guys, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna kill him next.
Yeah, I think I probably will too.
Just
Five.
fair warning.
5 plus your
8.
8 damage.
Sorry, that took me a long time.
Ooh, perfect. Okay. So, as you land, you chop this goblin in half.
Chop, chop.
The rest of the goblins at this point realize that they have nowhere else to go. So they are literally cowering in fear. They're just peeing everywhere like dogs.
God, ew.
Goblin
And
tea
you're
is just Mountain
swimming
Dew.
in it.
Merida, come back and pick me up, please.
I will not.
Oh
No.
my God. Ew.
You can deal with the
Ugh.
because you
Smells
caused
so
it.
So
bad over
I
It's
here.
so hard to get out of
believe-
clothes too.
I believe that leaves Fred
Yes.
Yeah.
by Fred's self with 2 goblins.
Just 2?
I think you pretty much killed
Those.
everything else.
Well, can I get both of them with my maul?
If you roll high enough, I will allow you to hit both with your maul.
7.
Well, plus your hit.
13.
He's
So-
so, math for me.
Fred swings
What
its
mental math?
giant maul, and it just he didn't quite calculate it properly, and it went over both their heads.
Well, that was
okay.
just a practice swing.
However, the goblins felt the wind,
That was enough.
and they were
peed.
like, you see their knees shaking, and they're like half freaking out. They just don't know what to do about it, and they're like looking around, and you see the fans. They're all just going nuts. Nobody can hear anything. Now
in their pee.
the 2
You have to
goblins.
kill 'em.
Now it's the goblins' turn.
Stop peeing on me.
I was just warming up, guys.
So the 2 goblins by Fred use their disengage action and take off running.
Bye.
Can I swing at them?
Disengage.
That's a
No.
Oh.
Oh, they disengaged.
Who?
No, they peed.
Someone make it stop.
And the ones, so they just run away. They run away from you very far. The ones that are right, the 5 that are left that are around Maximus, they hear his voice and they don't sense masculinity.
What?
And so they decide that they are all going to attack Maximus. They are like, this guy, we can take him.
Okay, girl, you can try.
I kind of want to be on the goblin side. Just throwing that out there.
Oh, wow, that's a surprise.
Says the guy getting attacked.
Goblin these nuts.
Screams Fred from over the pit.
So
He's amping himself up.
does
Herself, sorry.
a,
Nice one,
She-her.
Fred.
does a 17 hit.
Ooh, I'm sure it
Nope.
does. Really?
What?
Shut up.
Shocker, guys.
My armor class
Maximus
is 18.
is your tank.
What?
God, this
And he's like as big as you're picturing. Like he is literally like a 7-foot tall bodybuilder, but he just like talks like this.
It's like Clifford the Big
So
Red Dog.
this goblin
Useless.
comes running over and he thinks he's king shit. He comes running over and he grabs his sword and he goes to swing it and he just tings off the back of your shield. And then he just kind of stares at you. And then you don't even realize that he hit you
I
because
just
nothing
shout at
happened.
the goblin. Try again.
Wait, did you just?
One more try. You can do it.
Oh, that tickled. Oh my God. Stop. Stop.
All right. Your guys' turn.
Now if we choose to work together, then we all have the same initiative roll. But if we don't, what happens
The
then?
moment one person attacks another person, you all will re-roll initiative.
I'm gonna shoot, and I'm gonna shoot toward a goblin, but because they're all so huddled together, it's gonna be real close on how close it hits.
So if you roll without modifier, if you roll between a 13 and a 15, I will allow you to accidentally hit Maximus.
But what if I want to do it accidentally on purpose?
You will accidentally, quote unquote, hit Maximus.
So no modifier, just like I got a 19.
It had to be between a 13 and a
But I
15.
want to hit him.
So because you rolled a 19, your accuracy was too good and you hit a goblin.
But I'm aiming for him. Hurry.
Oh my gosh, nice shot. Great job, Decibel.
Fuck off. Fuck off, you big hunk of meat.
Shut
Decibel.
up. Listen, we need to, in the community, we have to work together. And we're clearly both effeminate men.
So please
we
roll
need
your
to work
damage.
Together.
First that goblin.
I hate you so much right now. I just want you to
Fred,
know
why
that.
are we tearing our own community apart?
Because you're a piece of shit. That's why. And I don't have
She's
a 1d8.
getting out all of her rage towards us.
Where is the 1d8? Can I borrow your 1d8? I think it's the one that's like a weird.
Are the goblins still peeing on me?
The goblins are just peeing on the ground.
Oh my God.
They're just peeing near you.
Yeah, they're
Calm
just
down.
freaking out.
How's a
They're
piss
not
poor decision?
pissing on you.
Shame.
Shame.
7.
Is there a-
And it gets slow.
well, 7 kills it. So how would you like to kill the goblin that you actually did not mean to kill?
I still have movement. How wide is this?
That is a rude question.
So you haven't moved yet.
I haven't. So how wide? Like I'm like near the pit.
You are still standing directly between both
Yes.
pits. Correct.
How far does it take to get from where I'm at to the side of the like where the goblins are at near?
If you want to get
Whatever your name
if
is,
you want to
Maximus.
get to Maximus, you have to expend 60 feet.
And
So that'd be
my-
2 different movement speeds. So 2 different rounds.
Okay.
Unless you leap the pit.
Fell
But you can
into
still leap the
pit.
pit, but since you already attacked, you can't attack again.
So I am going to very showboaty.
Oh,
I am going to pull my arrow, wave it up in the air like a magic wand, point up at the sky, knock it into the air, the bow, and aim up to the sky, wink at all the different sections, like you watching this, and I'm gonna release. And for a second, it's gonna look like it's going just straight up into the air until it curves just a smidge, almost with the center of gravity of the earth, and plummets down inches, centimeters away from Maximus's stupid, ugly face, and goes straight into the center of the skull of the closest goblin. And it splatters, not cute, right into Maximus's open gullet mouth.
I will allow that to happen.
Thank you.
I will allow it to.
And
Yeah.
as that happens, you see the king stand up and he is losing his mind. He thinks that's the best shot he has seen in the gladiatorial combat arena ever. He is going crazy. He's going nuts. He then pulls up his hands straight up in the air and everybody goes dead silent.
oh my God.
And he's like, ladies and gentlemen, That is exactly what I want to see. You, ma'am, get one of my donkeys.
Wow. He gave
You got a piece of his ass.
Yes.
I'm gonna do like one of those really big swoopy bows. And then as I'm coming up, I'm going to like give the middle finger to Maximus as I like wipe the hair out of my face.
And as Decimus does this, the crowd is losing their minds. They're chucking roses, they're chucking everything, and they're like, Decimus, Decimus!
Oh, fame is so fickle.
Yeah. Max a what?
I mean, honestly, that was such a great shot, Decimus.
Did she get are the goblins now gone? Or are there more?
So
That
we
was-
still have 2
Am I
by
sure?
Fred, and there's 4 surrounding Maximus.
Can I
Maximus, you got a little red on you.
can I pick
And
up
you.
with a strength check? Can I see if I can pick up 2 of them and drop them into the pit of spikes?
Yes, you can.
Great.
Ooh.
Well, I have an 11. Can I pick up 1?
Because they're little, I will allow you to use dexterity.
Ooh.
And the reason for that is because now you have to make sure that you can actually, like, you're trying to grab them, and because they're so little, you got to make sure you can hang on to them enough to get them to the pit.
Okay, well, dexterity is far better for me because then that makes it a 15 rather than a strength, which is a 0. So do I get to pick them both up?
I will allow you to pick them both up.
Perfect. So I
Nice.
pick them both up by the snout. I take talons on either side and I hook them by the nostrils. And I fly
That's
them
awesome.
directly over the pit o' spikes. And I spin them around in a nice little circle so they can't tell where they're going, and I drop them.
Perfect. So as the crowd watches you pick up both these goblins by their nasty snot-ridden noses,
Snotty snouts.
as you drop them, you see, like, as they're falling through the midair, you see the king stand up, and you see him from his hands. You just see something like a light. You don't know what it is. You just see a light.
My God.
And all of a sudden, the
glowing.
spikes raise up in the air and flames just shoot up from the spikes. And he starts laughing. And as the goblins fall, they're like half burnt before they hit the spikes and then just explode everywhere.
That's hot.
Oh my God.
And he's laughing and he's like, ha ha, I love this shit. And you guys, all of a sudden, you guys realize, was that a voice tone change? Like, you guys just thought you heard a different voice, but it came from the king. So you guys aren't quite sure what's going on there.
And
And then all of a sudden, you guys see the king's eyes close, and he opens back up, and he's like, "Huh, sorry guys, kind of got carried away there."
Oh my gosh. We have to, everyone, I think maybe working together wouldn't be the worst thing.
So I believe there's still some people that get to go yet before it's the goblins' turn, or what's left of the goblins anyway.
Let's see. I did the crazy shot.
Isn't it me?
So it's gonna be
You did
I'm gonna run after the 2 goblins that
are trying to flee. So they ran 30 feet, so you can just get to them.
Okay.
They ran together,
They
holding
ran
each other's
okay,
hands.
Oh my
cool,
gosh, I'm
Yes.
having so much fun.
All right. I'm gonna take my great axe this time,
Okay.
and I'm gonna slice and dice them. Hopefully,
Slice and dice.
Wow. Like those knife commercials.
I got 15 plus 6, right?
And does the great axe have cleave? Does it have cleave on them?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me how you do your damage first. So you hit them both, or you hit one of them to start.
2
2 plus
plus 4,
4. Okay.
so 6.
So you are able to kill one of them.
Okay.
How would you like to kill him?
I'm just gonna.
Clear
I'm
throat.
gonna slice off both of his arms.
Oh.
Oh my
Just go.
God.
Well, you can
Slice
use them as
1,
weapons later.
Slice 2, and then I shove them in his mouth all the way up to his brain.
I am loving this.
And the king sees this,
Oh my
and all of a sudden, you
God.
guys like you guys just like everybody goes quiet the moment Fred does this. Like everybody's just silent. And all of a sudden, the king stands up. Clouds come rolling over the dome, and it gets super dark outside for a second. And all of a sudden, you guys see the king's eyes light up, and they look like they're on fire.
Oh my God.
Just for
Oh
a
my God,
second,
are
like
you Zeus?
you guys look like they're on fire, right?
No, I think he's the
And he's
devil.
like, oh my God, I love it. And then all of a sudden, the moment he says that, it's sunny out again.
Interesting.
I think the king gets really turned on by mouth play with, like stuff it. Stuff it right in the mouth. That
And I'm
seems to
going to
really
take
do
one
it.
of the goblin's arms and point it at the other one and be like, you're next.
Whoa.
Oh, that's so cool.
She is
Ooh,
literally
go
so
ahead.
scary. I love
Go
her.
ahead and put down where you get a plus 1d6 on your next attack roll.
Nice.
That's cool, but it's not as cool as my donkey. So
And that donkey will come into play later. Just wait.
Donkey Kong.
all I'm picturing right now is on Encanto whenever it's just like she's lifting all the donkeys and like it's like the donkeys are her backup.
So
That's how I
Maximus,
picture Fred.
there is 2 people near you.
2 goblins.
2 goblins.
Okay, can I? So this says I have this special action called Action Surge.
You sure do.
On your turn, you can take 1 additional action. Does that mean I could like?
So that means you can attack, and then you can action surge and attack again. So go ahead and, so you want to attack
Yeah.
first? Okay, go ahead and do that.
19.
Okay, you definitely hit.
Yeah.
Go ahead and do your damage.
I don't know what that was.
Our tank just became a cowboy.
It's Cowgirl Summer. I say
Yes,
it.
queen.
Got it. 6.
Cool. How do you kill him?
I say it's Cowgirl Summer. and,
That would kill anyone of us. Yeah.
and then I say giddy up, and then I just literally put my foot through its skull. Just like crush its
Yeehaw.
head like a Walking Dead episode.
So all of a sudden, as you're doing that, the crowd is going crazy, right? They're screaming, Maximus, Maximus. And again, all of a sudden the clouds roll over and you see the king stand up
Oh,
again.
God, okay.
And his eyes start fluttering.
Yup.
And
Oh,
you
go
and all of a
ahead.
sudden you guys like look up at the king and just out of nowhere, he just like 8-pack muscles pop out.
Ooh,
He just gets like
hi.
insane and he looks down at you, Maximus, and he's all like,
I can't wait to play with you.
Wow.
In a
That
hot way?
you're really
and then all of a sudden everything
kinda
goes back over and he
strong.
comes back. He's like, and he like, you guys kind of like see him like whisper something to his guards, but you guys really don't know
Does
what
he
he's
still have
saying.
the 8-pack when he's whispering?
Nope, it just goes away.
Oh.
Instant belly
Oh.
again. And all of a sudden
I mean,
it goes
that's
away and you see
okay.
him look over at his guards, but you guys can kind of like see his mouth and he's like, why do you guys let me do that? Stop.
I will. Yeah, you can message me. We'll see what happens. But
I'm just gonna like kind of because like we're like, are all the goblins dead yet?
Nope, we still got 1 and 1. And he's still planning on action surging, correct?
yes.
So
Okay.
I have this really stupid idea, but I think
Yes,
it would be
please.
great for a one shot. So
Great.
I also have a dragon chest set in my tools.
sure do.
Could I take that out and could I use that as a weapon and try and like bury it in the other goblin's head?
Are you like trying to like take a chess piece and like shove it in his face? Or are you like using like the whole
I want to take
container?
like the whole board, just like anyway, and like take it out and just like use the corner as like a weapon and like bury it. In
That's some Mario Kart bullshit.
I'll
right
allow it to
there.
happen.
That's amazing.
We'll give you, yeah, go ahead. We'll use that as a normal attack with your plus modifier to your longsword. So your chance to hit. So whatever you roll plus your chance to hit.
8.
8 total.
Yeah, I don't know if that happens.
Yeah. So as you do that, you go to like pull it out and you realize it's like getting stuck on your pack.
Dang it, I didn't rehearse this.
Like 2 minutes go by and the goblin's just like walks away. He's just like, I don't know what's happening, but yeah, I'm leaving.
Well, you know, I'll try again. Yeah, I'll have to practice. that.
So in that turn, there is 2 goblins left, and they now get to attack. The first goblin.
See, Decibel, look, everybody kind of, makes themselves look silly once in a while. It's not a big deal.
Wow, I can't believe this happened. Okay. So as the first goblin looks at Maximus, he's all like, in his head, he's thinking, he's still messing with that pack. He's like, I'm gonna take him out at the knees.
Oh.
He goes running, and then he hears a noise and turns his head. And when he turns his head, he trips and falls into the pit.
Did he get a nat 0?
Yeah. He got a -1 on his roll.
Yikes.
Yeah. So
Oh.
yeah. So he fell into the pit, and yeah.
Decimus just called. They're so terrified of your face. They're just falling to their deaths.
I know. I do have a really intimidating
The
jawline.
next goblin stares at the last goblin that's left. Stares at Fred
There's only one left.
and is losing his mind and just takes off running. He is booking it. He ran 30 feet away and he is just trying to run. That is it. Your guys' turn. 1 goblin left.
I am going to. So, based on distance, how far away am I from Maximus?
From Maximus?
Yeah.
You are going to be about 60 feet.
Damn it. I never did walk that last time, did I?
You did not.
I'm just going to shout, like, I'm going to start walking over to Maximus and be like, Maximus, come here. I need to talk to you.
What?
Come here.
Maximus, do you walk over there or not?
Can you just tell me from here? Because you honestly have been making me kind of uncomfortable.
It's loud. There's people screaming.
Right, but I feel like you kind of want to kill me.
I promise not to kill you. I need to have words.
Let me see your fingers.
I put my fingers up.
Okay, fine. Okay, I'll walk over there.
Okay, Maximus walks over to Decimus.
So we meet.
You guys are now, Maximus,
man.
since Maximus walked to you, he is now over by the center.
Okay.
Girl, I have one hand on my sword.
That's fine.
Which sword?
What sword, they ask?
So Maximus is still holding this dragon's chest, right? And I'm a criminal with thieves' tools. So what I would very much like to do is have a conversation with Maximus while picking the lock on the chest.
Ooh, please roll sleight of hand.
Okay.
Wait, what's in the chest?
18.
I'm not even gonna have him roll. Yeah, okay. What do you want to do?
Oh my God.
So I'm gonna pick the lock. I'm gonna have this conversation while I'm picking the lock because I'm assuming it's gonna take a little bit of time for me to pick the lock. Okay, look, Maximus. I don't know if you noticed this, but Big Daddy King over there seems to have had like random steroid shots and switches
Yum.
from dad bod to 8-pack in a hot second.
And both are okay with me, honestly, but I don't really like the way he talks to me when he's like scary demon guy.
I kind of like it when he talks to me like that when he's scary demon guy, but I don't like the idea that
I can
he
do
might be
that,
trying
yeah.
to do some weird like dating match profile swap, you know? Like one picture dad bod, one picture I'm 20 and I'm on a boat.
Catfishing.
Yes, I don't want to get
That's what we
catfished
should.
by the king.
That's what we should call that.
So
Yeah.
while
I don't know
while
why.
we're
Just came to my mind.
investigating all of that, maybe we should just, you know, and the chest top is going to open as I unlock it. We should really just keep our eyes peeled. And like Decimus is going to try to like direct Maximus's gaze to the king and like a big grand sweeping gesture, like he's showing the world, trying to keep his eyes away from the chest and try to take what's in the chest.
Okay, roll sleight of hand.
Again.
See if you take whatever you want to take.
I got a 19.
You take whatever you want to take.
How many things are in there? Can I?
It's a normal dungeon-esque chess set, so
Okay.
with the 19, I will allow you to take about 75% of it.
Okay, so I take 75% of it. Since I don't know what's all in there, I'm just gonna like basically grab it and shove it behind my back, whatever 75% is.
So think of it like a normal chess set. So, you know, I don't know exactly how many pieces. Please, people, don't yell at me, but I don't know exactly how many pieces are in a chess set. But let's just say you took, you know, most of the one color / half to 3/4 of the other color.
Wait, so when you say a chess set, are we talking like a chest or like they're playing wizard's chess?
It's just like a normal chess. Like if me and you were to pull out a chessboard.
You said it was a chest.
I'm not liking it. I was so confused. Okay, so I guess I get 75% of chess
So I was like, if she
pieces.
wants to steal it, we'll let her, I guess. I don't know
like,
what
is she
she's...
gonna cast a spell
I
and
thought
make
it-
one of the knights real?
Well, do you want this? Are you trying to steal this from me without me knowing?
No,
That is so cute.
no.
You can just have it. It's fine. We're friends.
I'm gonna take the king.
You're a little
Okay,
bit
yep.
annoying,
And pull
but
it out
that's okay.
and shove it into Maximus's stupid mouth.
Roll attack, please.
That is, I'm assuming that'd be like an unarmed strike. So that'd be 19.
Naked
If it's just
fist.
blank, it'd be
Naked
17.
fist.
Oh, no, it'd be an unarmed strike. No, actually, it'd be a weapon. So, yeah, no, I would... Yeah, no, it's
I
not
got a
unarmed.
flat 17 to shove it in his.
But you said
beautiful mouth.
19, so yeah, I'd give that a plus. Definitely a +2 at least.
Cool.
Because it is, you still have an item,
Yeah.
right? So,
So I'm gonna
what's
put
your
that.
AC?
18.
Let's give me a 1d4 damage.
Okay.
I'm so confused right now.
Maximus, you take 3 damage from her shoving
my
the
God.
king.
What happens is she literally chips my perfect teeth. Ow, my God, you chipped my tooth, you bitch.
Well, I told you to quit being a dick, and yet here you are saying that you would just hand me stuff that I clearly earned on my own.
So real quick, for the sake of time, does this cause a fight or are you going to let it go, Maximus?
I'm too pretty to fight you.
I'm really scared of the king, and you need to help me get out of here. And then we'll deal with this after that.
Fine.
Go kill the goblin. For
Fine.
me, please. Why don't you
Fine.
just do that?
Fine.
All right.
I'm really confused because I thought there was like a chest.
I thought there was a chest too.
So,
Fred, you're the
Rocking a
only one with a
chest right
chest.
so
honey.
is someone going to kill the one goblin that is running in
I'm
fear?
gonna walk in the middle and break or fly over to them and break this up and take one of the chest pieces, and I'd like to shove it down the goblin's throat to choke him.
Cool. Sweet. I like it.
Choke
Go
that
ahead and give me
goblin.
a. It's just going to be an unarmed strike for you. Let's go that route. So roll to hit with an unarmed strike.
17.
+2.
Yeah, you definitely hit. So how would you like the goblin to die?
I am going to take I don't know, what's the fattest chest piece? I'm going to take one of the little horses, and I'm,
okay.
right? What is
Yeah,
this
yeah,
called?
the knight. The knight.
Great.
Yeah.
I played chess a total of 3 times. I'm going to take the knight, and I'm going to take my little talons, and I'm going to shove it all the way down its throat and hold it by the neck until it can't breathe any longer.
Wow.
I'm just gonna shout out. I came up with that move.
So
You're welcome.
as we see the bird do this,
Not a bird.
you guys look over, and all of a sudden the crowd just goes silent. And as they're silent, you see the king hold his hand up in the air, and his thumb is sideways, and it's teetering between up and down.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, he needs a manicure. Somebody help
It's
him.
just going up and down, and everybody's just dead silent. And all of a sudden, he goes thumbs down. And because of this, you know that you need to do something to make this goblin die a lot faster.
Great.
I'll just take my great axe and chop its head off.
Sure.
Perfect.
I rolled a 15 plus 6, right?
Okay, you hit.
5 plus 4.
9.
So as
Mental math
Nice.
again.
as
I love
Fred
it.
comes up, Fred realizes that the thumbs down is something bad. So he just comes up. They come up and take the great axe and off with the head. And as the goblin's head comes off, you see the chest piece just flunk out on the floor. And the crowd goes nuts. Everybody's screaming and yelling, and the king stands up, holds his hands up high in the air. All of a sudden, everything goes dead silent. And he's like, congratulations. You guys have 8 hours to do what you will, and then you will face your final opponent.
What? But my donkey. Do I get my
Nice
donkey
job,
now?
Fred.
If you will get your donkey when you go back to your cell. So,
I could
as
use a
this
snack.
happens, you guys see 100 guards come out. And they look at you and they were like, I understand you guys are amped up from the fight. Don't mess with us. We'll just kill you instantly. Go follow us back inside. What do you guys want to do?
I want to get a shower to start.
Yeah.
Caviar, if we're amenable, do we think? Can we get some tacos?
Who is paying though? You know.
They are. Do you see how many they have in their employee? Clearly, he's not broke. Besides, we're the champions as of current.
Are you guys gonna
Let
put
me
us
go
up
this
at
route.
Four
Are you guys
Seasons?
following the guards back inside?
I'm gonna grab a goblin
yes.
arm and start gnawing on it.
Ah! Yes, Fred. God, you're so quirky.
I'm gonna grab the chess piece that fell and be like, I'm ready for a game. Because we've got time, and just hold it up and it's like bloody, like kind of wave it towards the different guards and be like, do you want to play? Do you want to play? The king likes to play. Let's all play.
So the guards look at you
Wow.
and they're like, we're going to count to 3. You guys
Very
have a decision to walk back to your cells or else. 1.
Wait, I thought we got 8 hours.
Yeah, we got 8 hours.
You guys are still in the middle of the arena.
I mean,
Oh,
I guess.
bye everyone.
They're going to take us to
Bye.
our accommodations.
Yes. I'm willing to go to my cell. That's fine. Bertrand or whatever your name is.
Decibel, you are
Jeeves.
so silly. I take Decibel right just around the arm like we're just sisters, and I skip on back.
The
Do you
guards
skip
look
with me?
over and they're like, oh, these fucking assholes. I can't
I wink at them and I
stand
wave and I'm just like,
these
bye,
damn heroes.
bye.
They're like, it's the same every fucking year.
Come
These
here,
guys all
dog.
think they're all that in a bag of chips.
I love chips.
Do you have
I
a
don't
bag
get
of
paid enough
chips?
for this shit.
We like fake a wardrobe malfunction for the views.
Oh.
Oh gosh.
Oh no. My toe got. Oh, that's embarrassing.
Skirt flies up.
But
So
don't worry,
as you
never
get-
Marilyn
will.
Monroe.
So
You're
as you guys
13.
walk back to your cells, the guard that was nice to you, the main guard that was nice to you guys, when you guys first came out, he comes downstairs and he's like, okay, so the king has taken a liking to you guys.
Oh, of course he
Normally,
has, so.
people have to fight multiple battles before they are released. The king thinks that you guys are able to be released after one more final battle. That's it.
Okay.
But you have 8 hours before that battle happens. So you guys can
Rest.
which takes up 4 hours. You guys can eat, which takes up 1 hour. You guys can pray to 4 different gods statues, which each take up an hour.
Amen.
And there is Poseidon, which is the god of water.
Love him.
Okay.
There is Zeus, which is the god of lightning.
Love him.
There is Ares, which is the god of fire.
Scary.
And there's Hermes, which is the god, as everybody knows, is the winged god who is very fast.
Hot.
Okay? Keep that in mind. Or you guys can literally do absolutely nothing and just hang out, play games, and do shenanigans until it's time.
Shenanigans.
And
I
he
already
walks
got something
away.
to eat, so
At this time, I will now ask you, Fred, what would you like to do?
I already had my fill of goblin arm. So
Is
I'm
Goblin
gonna go
on that
take a
arm?
nap.
So while Fred's napping, that takes up 4 hours of Fred's time. Decimus, what would you like to do?
When we nap, does it like replenish?
It replenishes your health, your action points, everything.
Okay. So it basically counts as a long rest.
Correct.
Okay. I am going to sleep.
Okay, so Decimus, you also minus 4 hours from your 8.
Okay.
You are now, now if you guys have any hit points that are lost, any action points that are lost, you get them all back.
Okay.
Meridius, what would you like to do?
I'm going to pray to the flying god.
Hermes, the speed god?
Yes.
Okay.
For faster flight. I don't know. Felt right. I'm a bird.
Okay, Hermes. So you minus just 1 hour from your time to do things. Maximus, what would you like to do?
Maximus is going to put on his little eye mask and take a nap.
So Maximus is also going to take a nap. So that minuses 4 hours from you, Maximus. Fred, we're back to you. 4 hours has gone by. You wake up. What would you like to do?
Good morning, Fred.
Yeah. Getting kind of hungry again.
You would like to eat?
I'd like to eat.
You would like to eat. So we're going to say eating takes up an hour.
Okay.
So Fred eats.
A lot of food.
Fred eats a lot
Roast
of food.
beef, a chicken, a pizza.
Okay.
Hell yeah, Fred.
Oh, by the way, sorry. I would say I forgot to mention, but I didn't. But I'm going to mention it now. You guys only get 3 tasks that you're allowed to do.
Okay.
Oh, wait. So you get to.
So Fred already slept and ate. So they only get 1 more task.
Oh, okay. And you can pray, but praying is
a task.
a task, but you can only choose.
You
one
can
of the-
choose if you pray twice. That's 2 tasks.
Okay.
Is eating necessary to get back
Eating
our
is
full
not.
health and stuff?
Eating will give you a benefit. I'll
Okay.
give you that.
Okay.
Good, I ate twice.
She's a
Your
grind
goblin
a lot.
arm is just because you're a cannibal.
Oh, I'm not a cannibal. I'm a Goliath.
Yeah, well, your goblin arm doesn't count as a
It's just because
benefit.
you're a
As a
twisted,
bonus.
crazy lady.
Decimus.
Okay. So I'm going to
Decimus,
eat.
What will you do?
Decimus is going to eat. So
Yes.
that is now your second task.
Yeah.
Meridius, what would you like to do?
I'm also going to eat.
Meridius is also going to eat. Maximus, what would you like to do?
I'm also going to eat.
Fred,
We're
your
gonna
last
eat,
task.
You guys. We're going to eat. Did we eat?
I'm going to use the bathroom.
Fred, I will give that to you as a free task.
Okay.
But you have to do it in the
I have
corner.
to go take a giant shit.
In the corner.
Okay, Fred, that
you were
takes 30
literally
minutes.
just saying that Fred, you're so gross.
Actually, you know what? No. Just now I came up with something. Fred pooped. That took up your last task, and that will give you a benefit.
Wow.
Yes.
So, Fred, you are all out of tasks. I
Should we
will
all
let you
poop?
guys know at the end of everybody's thing what it does for you.
I am going to pray to Poseidon. I'm going to pray to Poseidon, the god of the sea.
Meridius.
Which one is the god of lightning?
That is
Zeus.
Zeus.
I'm going to pray to Zeus.
And Maximus, your last one.
Well, everybody else has been prayed for, so I guess I'll pray to Ares so he doesn't feel lonely.
Fair.
Perfect choice. All right. So, as Fred, because you ate and went poop, please add 25 hit points to your max hit point total.
Holy shit.
Whoa. Yeah, that's
Literally.
Really good.
Meridius, because you ate, can you please add 15 hit points to your max HP total? And because you prayed to Zeus and to Hermes, every attack round, you now get to attack twice.
Oh, yeah.
And you also get to add 1d6 lightning damage to every attack.
Girl. Oh, girl. Lightning bird. Thunderbird.
Maximus,
Yes.
because you ate, please also add 15 hit points to your max total.
Yes, I did eat.
And because you prayed to the one and only god Ares, please add 1d10 fire damage to every attack you do.
Okay, I will.
And then for our wonderful Decimus, she will also add 15 hit points to her total, and she will get 1d6 frost damage to her attacks. 15 max HP, and then 1d6 frost. As this all happens, you guys feel refreshed. You're ready to rock. You guys are feeling bigger. Maximus's chest just gets slim. He's rocking. Decimus, Meridius, you guys are both feeling glamorous. You guys just think you can get anybody you want. Fred, you're Fred, and you do your thing.
Fred's friend along.
You guys walk back out into this arena, and you guys are thinking, man, I'm going to have to fight a dragon, or, you guys are just kind of thinking that you guys are going to have to fight something that's just not going to allow you to leave, right? Because you guys are kind of understanding how this works a little bit, and you go like, they're not going to let me leave.
Yeah, I am stretching though.
All of a sudden,
Just in case.
Yeah.
the king stands up and he looks at you all and he goes, welcome to making it to the final stage.
Thank you.
Decimus,
Hi.
here's your donkey. And you see
Decibel, what are you
the
gonna name
cutest, fluffiest, cuddliest donkey come walking to your side.
Hi.
And the donkey looks at you and he's all like, hey girl. He's like, call me what you want, mama.
Wait, it can talk?
Excuse me, he can talk.
I'm sorry.
Yes. And I look down at the donkey and I'm like,
So,
Yenad.
Chad. Hey, Chad.
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 He's like, and all of a sudden
Hey,
you see the
Chad.
donkey look around for a minute and he's all like, oh, that's right, mama. I'm Chad.
You sure are.
Wow.
And you see the donkey like walk
donkeys.
out into the center and he just like sits up a little bit on his hind legs and he just looks at the crowd and he's all like, puts his little hoofs in there. He's like, I am Chad. And everybody's like, Chad,
Yes,
Chad.
Oh, he's so fun.
Chad, how are we? Are we good? Because like they really should be calling my name.
And all of a sudden, do you see Chad? He like looks at the crowd and he's like, that's a miss. That's a miss.
Thank you. Carry on.
So Chad walks over by Decimus and all of a sudden the king stands up again. He's like, now that the pleasantries are out of the way, all of a sudden the clouds come back over.
Oh my God.
And the king is standing there and he's looking around and all of a sudden the crowd goes completely silent. All of a sudden the king's eyes start glowing and you see flames shooting out of the king's eyes.
Ouch.
And as the king, he stands up on his podium. And as he does that, he gets completely slim.
Oh.
8-pack.
Oh my God.
Again.
Grabs his helmet and puts it on.
Oh my God.
Picks up his shield. Flames start shooting out of his shield.
Little show, buddy.
Pulls out his sword and he looks at you guys and he's like,
I am your final boss.
I am your father.
Okay,
Dad?
but if we
Oh,
kill
just kidding,
him,
sorry.
do we become king?
he's like,
Do not interrupt me.
Oh, my bad.
I am Ares, the god of war.
Oh my God. I just prayed to you like 5 minutes ago. How are you doing?
Believe me, Maximus, I know. I
Okay.
was so happy with you, I gave you part of my power.
Thank you. Yeah, I feel kind of tingly. So,
So you're already sleeping with the
That
enemy. I see
being
how it is.
said,
Okay.
Maximus,
I don't know what you want me to tell you.
The other thing that you get lucky on, Maximus, that you didn't know, is that you are immune to fire damage.
Oh, girl. Okay.
All right.
Wow.
You're still on like our side, right?
I think so.
I
This is
am
getting so
who
crazy.
you guys have to defeat to make it out of here alive.
Well, it looks like he's got special powers.
Can
It
you
seems
do
a
your
little
fancy
jilted.
sense thing again?
How can we defeat a god?
You know what? I sure can. I sure can. That is a fantastic idea, Meredith. Whatever.
Right.
Did I get it, Meredith?
You know, people call me all sorts of things. That'll work.
That's fine. Cool. Sorry. I want to mark Ares with my hunter's mark. And when I do that, I know whether the creature has any immunities, resistances, or vulnerabilities, and I know what they are.
okay. As you do that, all of a sudden Ares looks up at you directly and he jumps off of where he's at, which is like 30 feet, and he does a superhero landing, right? Pounds the shield into the ground, and he stands up and he looks at you smiling and he's all like,
Hunter's mark. That's cute.
Thank you.
He's like,
I will do you one better.
Oh, that's not necessary.
he's like,
I will tell everyone what my vulnerabilities are because no one can defeat the God of War.
Oh, okay. Well, carry on, please. Go ahead.
I do not like cold
Oh, no, I don't either.
at all.
Yeah, sucks all the time.
I'm immune to fire.
Yeah.
I love donkeys. Don't hurt my donkey or I will
have
kill
one.
everyone.
Yeah, but it's
Okay,
my
no one's
donkey
gonna hurt your
now,
donkey,
and it's
sweetie,
Chad's a person.
If you guys win, you guys get to take my spot on the throne,
It's a lot of responsibility, but I guess I'll do what I can.
including all of my powers.
I thought you were gonna say donkeys.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what about your donkeys?
Can you shoot fire out of your nipples?
That is a very
Well, it's important to
thing
know
you
if
said
I'm
in, like,
gonna get
10
your
minutes.
powers.
Yeah, I don't
Listen,
want to
girl.
randomly like tweak and then have it, you
Listen,
know,
girl.
flame.
Girl.
If I win, or if you win, I'll show you where the powers can go.
Up your butt and to the left, Aries.
That's kind of hot.
You tell him, Fred. I love this girl. She's
Now.
crazy.
as you guys hear this, you guys realize that no matter what you roll, it's not going to be high enough to beat Ares.
Wait, so like we're just gonna die, or like initiative wise?
Initiative.
Oh, carry on. Okay, sorry.
We're just gonna
it's
die.
also one shot, so you know.
The end.
yeah,
So-
I'll make it happen.
Ares stands up, and as he like kind of sits himself up from his superhero landing, he's like,
Oh gosh, that hurts the knees.
Is that a vulnerability?
It's okay, Dad.
all of a sudden, Ares looks over at Maximus, and he's all like,
Your ass is first.
Not in front of all these people. That's really, really inappropriate.
I thought you didn't want to kill donkeys.
Oh,
Ares runs over and
Calling
charges you,
Maximus an
Maximus.
That
No,
was
he
funny,
said your
Fred.
ass is
Fred,
first.
that's funny. That was really good.
Ares runs over and charges you, and rolls a 27 to hit.
Holy shit. Okay, well, it hits. So.
You take 11 damage,
Okay. Well, good thing my.
and then as he hits you with his sword, which, it hurts, but I'm sure 11 damage is not a whole lot, but it was enough for you to feel it. He looks at the rest of you, and he's all like,
I hope you guys like bondage.
and all of a sudden he shoots 3 chains out of his shield and tries to hit the rest of you 3 with chains.
Can I try to lift them up and fly up in the air?
Not yet, but you can on your turn.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't shoot that at me because I'm not.
So first, Fred, he goes to shoot at you. Fred, I need you to roll your d20, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw of 15 or higher.
Lucky roller, lucky roller.
I roll it.
Got an 8. What am I adding?
Your
Hopefully
Constitution
7.
saving throw.
So +4.
So you get chained and you are immobilized for 2 turns.
Mother effer.
Decimus, he also shoots a chain at you. Please roll a Constitution saving throw.
ooh, 10.
You are also chained
Damn it.
and immobilized for 2 turns.
Oh.
Meridius.
Meredith, right.
Just imagining Meredith from Grey's Anatomy, but like in Gladiator.
So that's gonna be a 12.
You are also chained.
What happens if we all
Okay,
get...
so I want you guys to also know real quickly that the chains do have a hit point value, okay? The chains have 10 hit points. Notice that it does cost an action to attack said chain.
Okay.
You can attack Ares still without attacking the chain. You just can't move unless you destroy the chain.
Okay, got it.
So you were still able to attack.
So
if
like
you,
we can't take a movement, but we could still like do a weapon
Correct.
thing if it. Okay.
Correct. Mind you, Ares is close to Maximus. The only person that can technically reach Ares right now is anybody who has a ranged attack.
Oh, that's like me.
Unless you attack the chain first to break it. That will end Ares' turn.
I wanna break
Now you all
free.
can now go, whoever wants to go.
Okay, I'm gonna go first because nobody else is volunteering. So I am going to, while I'm bondaged, and I'm just gonna shout out, I actually do really like this. It's a very specific kink. And I am going to
actually do really like
attack with my short bow.
Okay, show.
And that is 6 plus 8. 8 to 14. 14 to hit. Does that hit?
Ares takes his shield as you shoot and just swipes the arrow away and go.
Peasants.
Okay, wait. Hordes Breaker. Once per turn, when you make an attack with a weapon, you can make another attack with the same weapon against a different creature within 5 feet. That's within the weapon's range, and that you haven't attacked this turn.
I would say the chain would be a different creature
Okay.
because it's living.
Because of that, the short bow that I was shooting with, I would like to shoot Meredith's chain
Wow.
instead of mine.
Roll for damage.
Okay. Ooh, that's a 19 plus 8 to hit.
Oh, you just got to roll for damage. You're already
okay.
hitting the chain. The chain has no AC. You're just hitting it.
Oh, right. Sorry. Okay, so just kidding. 1d6 plus 4, piercing. So 6 plus 4, 10.
Oh, perfect. So as you shoot Ares and he deflects it, you shoot the chain, and Ares looks over and he's like,
Smart.
and all of a sudden you feel the chain just dissipate. It's just gone.
Question. Since I hit the chain and I get to add 1d6 ice and the chain is connected to him, does that get any
I will
damage
allow
to
him to take the 1d6 frost damage.
Yes! 1. I'll take it.
So
Ooh, ouch.
But it's
just
something he's vulnerable to.
as you hit him, like like the frost comes down the chain and it hits him, he's like,
Oh, bitch.
and you realize that he actually took
That's really not okay.
2 damage.
Ooh. Guys, I got him. Yay.
Honestly, nice job, Meredith.
Thank you.
You're as cold as ice.
Okay, next.
I didn't really do anything, but
Oh,
thanks for the
wait, which
thank.
one are you?
Meredith.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Meridius, really.
Decibel, that's you. Great
yes,
job.
that's me.
Great job, my friend.
Decimus.
Yes,
Fine.
that's what I said.
Whatever, just go.
Well, I'm going to go now.
Oh, okay, sure.
You guys
I
can
already
actually go at
went.
the same time if you want.
Well, I'm going to turn to Ares and be like, okay, ow. First of all, that hurt. And I can see that this isn't personal. And then I'm just going to try and just ram my sword right into him as hard as I can. All the way up to the hilt.
Roll attack
10.
plus.
That's it.
Oh, just 10. Ares looks at you and he kind of starts chuckling. He's like,
Oh, God, I love you. You're so funny.
Oh, thank you. That's not what I was expecting to say.
and then he grabs your sword and shatters it.
Oh my God.
He was compensating with that.
Honestly,
Now what is he going to compensate with?
what am I going to come?
Next.
So to be clear, he has no damage yet, right?
2 damage.
Two.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Very good. Very good. I would like to. Where is he in relation to me?
The way I had envisioned it, you are going to be the furthest away due to
Me.
you being ranged.
Okay.
Decimus.
Yep.
Meridius, due to your friendly banter with Maximus, I figured you'd be about 10 feet away from Maximus, so you'd be about 15 feet away from Ares.
Okay.
And then Fred, I kind of envisioned you pretty much right next to Maximus because you're crazy and you like combat.
Can
Fred's right here. The camera has to pan back so you can see that he's literally inches away from my ear. And I'm like, Fred, can you take 2 steps that way, please?
Or a mint.
Yeah, also, I wish I had some gum for you. That's okay though, girl. Okay.
I would like to fly above him and try to give a flurry of blows into his eyeballs. Could I try that?
Oh.
Birds
Okay,
always go
so
for the
that
eye.
whole statement, yes, you can try that. And I don't know why I thought something else, but okay, yes, you may do your flurry of blows into his eyeballs.
Yeah, so that's just going to be an 8.
Okay, so as you fly above Ares, he just kind of looks at you, he just lifts his head up and he's all like,
Birds.
and he just grabs your
You see a
ankle.
bird.
That is racist.
He just grabs your ankle and just chucks you. You take no damage because you're flying, but he just throws you 20 feet away. He's
I am going to be
Listen.
offended on her behalf like every white woman out there.
Ares, don't throw birds. That's not kind. We only throw goblins.
As you're talking, say you don't throw birds. Ares takes off his glove, backhands you for 1d4 damage.
Wait, with the glove?
Without. He takes his glove
I
off.
like the idea of him
Doing
taking
like
his
a
glove
little-
and hitting me with
like a butler being like, I said good day.
He hit you for 4 damage, Maximus.
Okay. Ow!
I kind of wanted to do that for a while, so thank you.
Whatever, Decibel.
Fred is gonna. I'm gonna throw my great axe at him.
Whoa!
Can I do that?
I mean, you're 5 feet
Throw
away
that
from him. I
axe.
guess if you want to chuck it, you can.
Oh, I thought it was.
You're standing right next to Maximus.
Oh, right next. Okay, well, I'm just gonna swing at him.
Go,
then.
Fred.
Right in his eyes.
You must have really ugly eyes. Everybody seems to be really going for those.
Yeah.
11
Well,
plus
they say
6.
you can see somebody in their
17.
eyes, you know.
Oh, that is a hit.
Yay!
You hit Ares in the eyes?
Yay, Fred!
Yes,
Let's say
girl.
she hit him. Not necessarily in the eyes, but she hit him.
Wait, what did you get for taking a dump?
She got extra health.
Oh.
Yeah, she literally
She's a
cannot
little
be
more
killed.
agile.
I got 5 plus 4.
So as you swing and you hit Ares, you try to hit him in said eyes, but you catch across his helmet, so it leaves a nice streak across his helmet. And he looks at you dead in your eyes, and all of a sudden you just feel dark, cold inside. And he's just like,
That was my favorite helmet.
Why would you wear your
Can I
favorite
change
helmet?
where I hit him
Yeah,
at?
that seems counterproductive. You should only
We're
really
just
do that
standing
for
in the back
ceremony.
like this.
Yeah, we're
Very
just
impractical.
Like hips cocked. Like, why would he even?
yeah, like that seems really impractical
that's
if you
really
really wanted
silly.
to wear your favorite to
Fred,
the
don't
battle.
listen to him.
Yeah.
He's being such a
If
jerk.
honestly, if he wore it, he brought it on himself.
okay, so has everybody now attacked?
yes.
Come at me, you
Okay.
coward.
Oh,
Oh,
real
no.
quick.
Yeah, come at him. Her.
Them.
Stop misgendering
Them.
Fred.
I'm sorry,
I'm getting
Fred.
upset about it.
I'm sorry, Fred.
I
Go
don't
at
know,
them.
So
Apologies.
now it's Ares' turn. And Ares looks at Maximus and he kind of laughs for a second and he's all like,
I got other business to attend to.
Oh my
Like
god.
getting more helmets.
ooh, 16?
No.
He goes to swing at you and he misses and he's like,
Oh, sorry guys.
Helmet fell in his face.
I had something in my eye.
Oh,
Yeah,
was it
my
the axe?
and he comes at you again.
Oh.
But this time, not only does he come at you, he also comes at Fred.
Ooh, yeah, baby.
We don't know each other very well.
I need you both to roll strength. No, Constitution. Sorry, Constitution saving throw.
11.
9.
Ares lifts up his shield straight up into the air, and the crowd starts going wild. And he puts it in front of him. And as he puts it in front of him, fire breath just comes shooting out and hits both of you.
Wait, but you have immunity from fire.
It's really hot in here.
So as he
I'm literally on fire.
as he does that, he looks over at Maximus and he's all like,
Gosh damn kids.
and then he
say
realizes that you take no damage,
Yeah.
but Fred takes 8 damage.
Oh, sorry, Fred. It's because I'm flaming already.
Yes, Queen.
Yes.
Decimus.
Hi.
He rolled a 15,
15 is my armor class.
so he hits you.
Rude.
Take 5 points of damage. So he looks at you, Decimus, and he's all like,
I don't like the way you look at me.
and he grabs a dagger and he just whop and just chucks it and it hits you like in the shoulder.
I've always wanted to try acupuncture.
And then all of a sudden, as you guys are sitting here and you guys are like contemplating like, oh my God, we're all going to die because you guys have no clue how you're going to defeat this god. All of a sudden, those who prayed feels massively empowered.
You said Chad gives me a benefit.
Where's Chad?
He's my, yeah.
Those
I know,
who
but where is he right now?
those who prayed get a massive power.
Yay, I love that.
Maximus, all of a sudden you feel like you just can't be beaten by anyone.
I feel great, you guys.
Absolutely no one. All of a sudden you gain like 2 inches in height. You get your 8-pack. You are just ripped beyond all belief. You have fire shooting out of your eyes. All of a sudden you have
Nipples.
a sword.
Also his nipples.
This giant 2-handed greatsword comes into your
nipples are on
hand.
fire.
You are just ecstatic.
Yeah, I feel like really good, you guys.
Decimus,
Hi.
You just like all of a sudden your whole body just like, you're still a human, but you feel very wet, not in a hot way.
Excuse you, I determine if it's in a hot way.
You feel very wet, and all of a sudden you just feel like every attack you do is just gonna cause, like you're just gonna drown somebody. Like you could just drown somebody from inside and out. Like you just
Percy
feel
Jackson.
all this power of like a tsunami just flowing through you. Fred, you're happy you just pooped.
Before this,
It's really
yes.
good. Gut health is connected to brain health.
Meridius, all of a sudden, just even though you had wings already, all of a sudden wings come out of like you have more wings on your head, and then your feet also have wings on them. And you just feel like however many times you feel like you need to attack, you can do that 4 more times. Like you just feel like you're super freaking fast. And then at the same time, you have so much lightning coursing through your body, you just need to expel it. You don't know how you need to do it, but it needs to happen or you're going to blow
You should
up.
have taken a dump too, from the sounds of it.
Yes.
And all of a
have to
sudden,
expel some stuff.
you guys all look at Ares and he's all like,
No, family, stay out of this.
Yeah, it's quick.
I prayed to you, you idiot.
So wait, so is that in addition to my 1d6 ice? Okay,
and then all of a sudden, Decimus, you turn around
I spin.
and the donkey is staring at you.
Chad!
And Chad's all like, we now become one girl.
Your watery ass.
All of a sudden, Chad
That's a
comes
very
running
specific kink.
full board into you, and he just like morphs inside your body.
I didn't agree to this. Consent is everything.
And as he does that, you become like a mixture of a minotaur, donkey, elf.
Damn it! I wanted wings.
Wow, you look
And
really good.
Your
Don't
new
lie to me.
and your new damage with your bow,
Uh-huh.
instead of the 1d6.
Well, I got my short bow is 1d6 and my long bow is 1d8.
Okay, so instead of the 1d6 or 1d8, it now becomes, they both become a d20. Plus your water damage or your ice damage.
So would it be like 1d20 plus 4?
Correct.
Oh. Plus my water damage, which
Correct.
is what? What is my
Which
water
is going to be now 1d10.
Water damage is
So would
no
that be the same as
good.
my ice? So it'd be like the ice damage is 1d10?
Correct.
Okay. Okay.
So essentially, you guys gain the power of all the gods that you pray to.
And donkeys. Wait, does that mean that Ares likes me more because I'm part donkey?
Ares is extremely pissed that Chad did that because that wasn't part of the contract.
Not part of the contract.
Contract.
He is extremely mad because that was his donkey, and now he's pissed that he doesn't exist anymore.
Well, I didn't ask for this either, okay? He didn't ask me for consent.
I like the idea that your voice still sounds just like that, but you have the head of a donkey.
Yeah,
The
pretty
head of a
much.
wait, I thought it was my legs.
No, you have the head of a donkey.
Oh.
And you have like a legs minotaur and elf ears. Like you look so jacked up, it's not even funny. Like, yeah. So that being said,
That was so pretty.
you guys also realize that you like, as you guys are all looking at Ares, you guys just, he looks shorter, like extremely shorter. And
He does or we do?
He does. And all of a sudden, like his belly grew back and you guys aren't understanding what's going on. And then you realize that Ares is losing his powers because his family's like, you have messed around enough.
Oopsie.
So you get no more Photoshop, creeper.
It's your guys' turn.
That's
So
why we
are
don't
we still
catfish.
chained?
Oh yeah, am I still chained because I'm part donkey now?
It's the second you're still chained.
Okay.
He's losing his powers, but the chain hasn't kicked off yet
Okay.
until this turn. At the end of your turn, you guys will no longer be chained.
I'm gonna take my maul to his knees.
Okay.
17 plus 6.
That's
Okay,
a
girl.
hit.
3 plus 4.
As you hit Ares in the knee, you see his knee just like kind of give way a tad. Not much, but enough to where people notice and the crowd just loses their minds because they have never seen a god even remotely flinch. And Ares is now scared.
Yes, Fred.
That's what happens when you shit, bro.
Okay, next.
I want to hit with my short bow. And so I want to shoot him with that, which is a 7 plus 8 to hit. So that's 3, 5, 15.
Hit.
It does hit? Okay. So that is going to do 1d20 plus 4. So 19 plus 4 is 23 damage. Plus 1d10 cold damage, which is 5 cold damage, or 5 ice damage. And because I have Vex, that means that the next time that I shoot with my short bow, or like when I shoot that same creature with my short bow, that I get advantage next time. But I would like to do Horde Breaker. So once per turn, I can make an attack with a weapon. You can make an attack with the same weapon against a different creature. Oh shoot!
You can hit someone's chains.
I can. You're still chained, yeah?
Her chain ended the moment her turn ended.
Okay,
'Cause it
so
was only
mine's
for
the
2
only
turns.
one.
So at the end of your turn, the chain will go away.
I would still like to shoot at my chain with it, so that way I can see if I can get him maybe some more damage. That's a 3 though. So that'd be like a 3 + 8. So that'd be at 11.
Wait,
on
the
the
chain has no
chain.
AC, so you're just doing damage.
Oh.
So
Okay,
I'm still. You already rolled the d20, so we'll consider that 11 damage.
+4. Yeah.
Yep. So
Yeah,
the
and
chain
then-
breaks.
Okay, chain breaks, and then do I also get the 1d10 ice?
Now you're gonna roll for. Let's roll for damage because you do the ice damage.
Okay. So ice damage is another 3 ice damage to him.
So that would be
6.
6.
Yeah. I didn't double the ice damage the first time, by
That's
the way.
fine
for the
because you were
buff.
hitting the chain.
I yield my time.
So who left do we have to attack?
I would like to try to squish him in the eyes with my talons.
Sweet. Do it.
Great.
Squish him.
Okay, well that's better than we've been before. So that's going to be a 18.
That is a hit.
So 7 plus 1d6 of lightning damage. 12.
Wow.
So as you did that, you see Ares. He's like heavily breathing and super mad.
Tic tac.
But guess what? Because you prayed to Hermes, you get 3 more attacks.
Hell yeah, brother! All right, well, do I have to do the same thing or I can do different
You
actions?
can do whatever you want to do.
Great. So I shoved my talons in his eyeballs, and then I would like to shove my quarterstaff down his throat. Can I do that?
Sure.
Great.
Let's make sure you roll to hit first.
Well, that's gonna be a 24.
Okay, yep, that definitely hits.
So 6 plus, so that's a 9.
All right, so as you shove the quarterstaff down his throat, he's trying to scream. And as he's trying to scream, all of a sudden you just hear, because your quarterstaff is just being jammed down his throat. All of a sudden he stops choking, and you see him just look at you, and he just chomps and breaks your quarterstaff in half.
Oh, that is not hot. I cringe inside.
Okay, well, I get to do 2 more, correct? So I'm gonna take
This
the
is
half that I
crazy.
still have in my hand, and I'm gonna try to shove that in his eye.
A lot of unhinged violence.
And that's gonna be a 23. So 7.
So as you lift up your quarterstaff, and he's like just completely eating the other half of your the stick, you jab it straight down on his eye. Blood goes squirting everywhere. The crowd's losing their minds, and Ares like closes his eye, and he just looks at you, and he's like,
Is that all you got?
Great, so now I'd like to take it and stab the other eye. That's my third and final action. And that's gonna be a 25.
"Sweet Jesus."
So 9 plus 4, 13.
Okay,
Way
so
to go, Merida.
as you do that,
Yes.
as you stab him
Yes,
in his
girl.
other eye, Ares
Ew.
then stops, and he all of a sudden you guys just kind of like, you guys are looking at him, and you're kind of like half laughing because he is just freaking out. He's screaming everywhere, bleeding everywhere.
Ew.
He backs up, and all of a sudden you guys see him start to glow.
Oh no. I turned him into a glow stick. Now what?
Maximus, I believe you're the last one to attack.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't have a sword anymore.
Yeah, you do.
No, he broke
didn't
it.
you
He
get, like,
shattered it.
this, like,
I'm
weird-
pretty sure when you ranked up, you just got this massive
Oh,
two-handed
yeah,
sword.
you're right. Wow. I was prepared to just punch him right in the face. Okay, well.
I mean, feel free to, but
Oh my
he's
God.
glowing, so you don't get that on you. It's like an STD.
Okay, so I am just gonna sashay up to him.
Sasha, please, yes.
Yeah, and be like, listen. It's I love that you're hot
so
sometimes
bad.
and that you're an old guy sometimes, and I love that you, like, you know, this has all been really fun. Like, I think it's cool that you're bringing all these people together. Like,
Yes, Daddy.
you know, like, for the performance of unhinged violence, I think that's, like, a beautiful cultural phenomenon.
Phenomenon.
You know, but I just,
Phenomenon.
I'm a little bit sick of your attitude, and I just, like, don't appreciate how you treated me and my friends today. So I'm going to leave a 1-star review.
1 star. I'm your hype man.
1-star review.
Would not recommend.
Yeah.
1 star. I've only ever gotten 5 stars, you heathen.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry about that. And I'm sorry about this too. And then I jump straight up in the air and I do the same, like, 2-handed down, like, just complete hero strike.
Not
Very
really
iconic.
sorry. He's not
Looking
sorry.
very, like, just the all-American lad. But then you realize that my socks have been pink this whole time.
Pink sock
pink
Captain
socks.
America.
Roll
yes.
the hit.
22.
Yay!
Hell yeah, brother.
Not sorry.
Hell yeah, brother.
No consequences.
No consequences. The gay agenda. 10 damage. Oh, wait, 13 damage.
Did you also add your fire damage?
No. 20. What did I say? 23 damage? 13? Yeah, 23 damage.
So surprisingly enough, Ares takes the fire damage as well because he lost most of his powers.
Oh, sorry, Daddy.
Ouch.
You're fired.
Anybody have a bucket of water?
I do. And kind of.
So
She's wet.
I'm assuming all
I'm
of you
so wet.
have attacked, correct?
Yes, we have.
It is now Ares' turn.
Please save me.
So
Yeah, well, we rolled so well.
I can tell you right now that these next 3 rolls are going to decide all of your fates.
Sploosh.
As Ares is burning and half choking on a stick and blind and out of both of his eyes, and he is just losing his shit.
Not hot.
The glowing that happened was him self-destructing.
Oh.
He backs up and he just sits there in dead silence for a minute. He's like,
I will go out on my own terms.
And then
a
Fred's
glow
gonna
up.
jump on everybody to try to shield them.
Red, no.
and as Ares says that, you guys, the only thing you guys see is this bright light. Everybody is blinded. You guys don't know what's going on. And when that happens, everybody but Decimus, because she's just far enough away,
Oh, good.
takes 125 points of damage.
Oh! Well, mine's only 55, so it doesn't count.
I'm dead.
So I'm assuming all of you died,
I certainly did.
but Decimus.
Did everyone
So
in the
if it's,
Coliseum
if it's
also die?
more than double your hit points, then yes.
But I shielded somebody.
So,
Oh, that's true.
but this being said, you didn't have time. But this being said, Decimus, as you're standing there, the lone survivor, and you're just trying to figure out what the hell's going on.
Very
You're half blinded.
Shakespearean.
Very blinking a lot.
As you're standing there, you just feel like an empress.
Oh,
You feel like a god.
this is kind of familiar.
Empress
Feeling.
You turn back into like the most beautiful being that has ever been existed on this planet.
Thank God I did not want to see a
You
donkey.
blink and all of a sudden you are on the throne. And you open your eyes and everybody is just bowing to you in the stands.
Wow.
And the only thing that you know from as far as you can remember, you have always been the queen of this place. You've known nothing different. And you look on the ground and you see 3 people on the ground that you think you once knew, but you can't quite grasp it. So you order your guards to take their bodies in the back so they can be resurrected.
Bring them back and then bring out the next set. I need more entertainment. Please.
And as you say that, you have a bunch of half-naked men walk to you and they're feathering you
Ooh, okay,
and they're
girl.
feeding you grapes and you're just thinking, life is good.
Jeeves, put more oil on your chest, please.
Jeeves!
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of this one shot.
How is that? Did you plan that to end that way?
So I will tell you guys right now that about 3/4 of that whole shit was not supposed to happen.
have to be. Like in real life.
Pause quickly.
Podcast.
Well, you should have used one of your actions.
Yeah, what the hell, Brandy?
Thanks for listening to Mystical Everyday Heroes, or actually today it's Drinks and Dice, DM'd by our community manager, Corey Patterson. We love you, Corey. This was amazing. So our next episode is going to be actually the first episode of season 2, and that's going to air Friday, June 13th. So this season 2 is a continuation of season 1. So if you haven't heard season 1, go back, take a listen. It's amazing. With this episode, we really wanted to do one more show with Jake and Kailyn before they headed off into marital bliss. So give a big shout out to Jake and Kailyn because we are going to miss them so much going into season 2. But we have got some crazy shenanigans and hijinks coming up in season 2 with a group of new characters. Not entirely new characters, just like 2 of them. So we will still see TJ, Misfy, Alfonso, and all of the craziness that's involved with it. So definitely tune in next Friday. Until then, stay mystical, stay heroic every day.
I just want to quickly say, before this battle concludes, I hate all of you. This went mostly as planned, and then until that combat phase because of the high 20s.